Mickey Crazy here, and today I am going to be doing my very first review. That's right, I'm going to be doing my own reviews on a whole bunch of different genres, just whatever I think I can review the best. So to start off these reviews, I am going to be counting down my favorite Disney princesses. What better subject to start off on? Because who doesn't love a Disney princess? So number 10 for me is Ariel. I put her at the bottom because I'm honestly not a huge fan of her attire. I feel like for kids in general to be seeing a cartoon drawn in this way is just kind of awkward for everybody. And I'm also not too crazy on how she treats her dad. I think she ends up acting like a whiny brat, and she's 16, you know, and I guess that's how 16-year-olds act, but I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not crazy about that. But what I do absolutely love about Ariel is her sacrifice. I feel like she's just willing to give up everything for this man. And sure, a lot of people can say she doesn't really learn anything because she ends up getting what she wants, but you can also argue to say she almost didn't. And you saw the heartbreak in her because she has literally sacrificed everything. She sacrificed her voice, her home, her family, her fins for this man, and she almost lost him, and you just felt that heartbreak for her. I feel like she was just really brave to do that. I mean, kind of silly and stupid, but I mean brave nonetheless. And then number 9 for me is Snow White. I love Snow White. She is one of those classic princesses that I just grew up loving, and she's just such a sweetheart. How can you not love her? Like, her voice even sounds like a little girl. It's just so light and happy. I think what ultimately made Snow White make it to this list is the way that she wins over Grumpy. I think Snow White's relationship with Grumpy is just the sweetest ththing. If Grumpy ended up being Prince Charming, I would have loved this movie even more because that's just the sweetest relationship, and they just built way more character. It's just so sweet. I love it. And number 8 for this list is Jasmine. The reason I picked Jasmine for this is because I love how Jasmine grew up as a princess. I thought it over, and I don't think any other princess in the other movies had already been a princess when this movie started. Like, they probably were a princess, but they had to like find out that they were a princess and get it revealed, or they had to marry a prince and become a princess. Either way, they didn't grow up as a princess. But Jasmine did, and that's what makes her different, because even though she did grow up as a princess and rich, she did not come out spoiled. She was just as spunky as everyone else and wanting to be normal. And the fact that she fell in love with Aladdin, the guy from the streets, just makes you even more awesome. And number 7 for my list is Cinderella. This girl is just so gentle and sweet. Even her singing is just like a gentle angel. It's just so soft and pretty. And I don't know, she's just so kind. But not once do we hear her complain to her mom or her sisters. Not once. I feel like that's just the best attitude. Like, no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it is, you can still go through it singing and happy. And I think that's just the greatest personality to learn from. So props to Cinderella. And number 6 for this list is Tiana. Obviously, the first thing we learn about Tiana is that she is just a hard worker. She is doing her best to get where she needs to be in life, and that's just so admirable. I mean, really, this girl is losing sleep and doing everything to get where she wants to be. But the only critique I have with this one is I wish they would have kept Tiana as a girl through the whole movie. I mean, the frog was cute, I'm not gonna lie. That was really adorable, and they have the cutest little toys with the frogs and everything. But every girl loves seeing that Disney princess throughout the whole movie, and we only got like 5 minutes of her in the beginning and then like 2 seconds of her at the end of the pretty girl in her beautiful dress. So disappointing. Like, I think it would have been awesome if they'd have stuck more to the story and shown, like, why did this girl end up kissing the frog? Did he make her fall in love with him? You know, stuff like that. And I wish they would have kept her as a princess doing that. I think that would have been so cool. Either way, I love the movie, and I think they did it really well, so I can't say that ruined the movie or anything, because it's still really awesome. And number 5 for this list is Mulan. I don't think there's any girl that can watch the movie Mulan and not feel so inspired to just go out and do something. This girl is just the epitome of bravery and how brave a woman can really be. I mean, to go into a Chinese army along with other soldiers and pass off as a man as a soldier, be just as good as them and fool everyone around you. That really shows guts. I think it's just really admirable that she just did what she believed was right to do, no matter how terrifying it was. And that's just something every girl can take from it. So props to Mulan. Number 4 from my list is Elsa and Anna. Of course, this movie is such a hit, I would probably be beheaded if I did not include them. I think Anna is honestly like what every girl really thinks a Disney princess should be. She's funny, she's smart, she's really innocent and so naive, but she learns from it and grows, and she's still just so hilarious. That's just, I feel like what every Disney princess is like supposed to be. And then Elsa, I think she just ultimately represents every girl. Everybody has insecurities. There's always something that people aren't going to accept, but you always have to break through and let it go and just be yourself. So yeah, I love those two. And number 3 from my list is Rapunzel. Love Tangled, and I feel like they really stuck true to the original Rapunzel story very well in this adaptation. Rapunzel was sheltered from the world up till 18, and I feel like any homeschooler can relate to this girl. And I do love how she did not grow up being like taught how to fight or anything, but she just finds her own way of being brave. And I also love how she doesn't fall for Flynn upon the first look. You know, he even tries to smolder her, but she doesn't fall for it, and I love that. Like, she grows to love him, and that makes it more special. I think it's so cute. Love her. And number 2 on my list is Pocahontas. Oh yeah, I think any girl that grew up playing outside a lot and being really outdoorsy had to at least one point in time pretend like they were Pocahontas. Every time you felt that wind brushing through your hair, you just had to pretend like you were Pocahontas. And I think every girl wanted to be able to run as fast as her and be as adventurous as her and shoot far. I want to climb a tree like she can. And I love the way that Pocahontas just stood up for what she believes in. She did not care if her own people didn't like the white people, and she was not afraid if the white people hated her people. She stood up and said, I don't care. I'm going to stand here and accept this man because I love him. How she changed him and showed him how to love the land and appreciate everything about yourself. Like, you just see those big, beautiful trees in that movie and you almost just cry because it's like you don't see trees like that anymore. They're all cut down. So yeah, I don't know about y'all, but after watching Pocahontas, I pretty much wanted to be her. Do you think black would look good on me? And finally, last but not least, number 1 is Belle. Of course, I think Belle is one of everyone's most favorite Disney princess. I think many people have even stated that she's just too perfect. She's just too awesome of a character. She's just almost unrelatable because she's perfect. But I feel like she's relatable because just like us, she judged the Beast. She judged him for his looks and the way he acted. And of course he changed because of his love for her, but she changed also. She fell in love with him, and I think that makes her relatable. But I just love Belle. Like, she loves to read, she searches for adventure, she doesn't care what people think about her, and she sacrifices herself for her father. And she falls in love with someone, and it's not on first sight. It's a gradual process, and we fall in love with Beast while she does. Belle is just such a great character, and I love her so much, and if I could be anything like her, I would feel pretty awesome. So yeah, that's it for today. That's my top 10 Disney princesses. And if you liked what you saw today, then don't forget to click this link right here on my last video. And definitely don't forget to write a comment right down below and let me know if I left out one of your favorite Disney princesses. Like, how could I? And also, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe right there for me. Alright, well, I hope y'all have an amazing day. Mickey Crazy out. Bye, guys.